Today we're going to look at the surface area of circular solids, which includes cylinders, cones, spheres, and also compound or composite figures. We've already studied the surface area of prisms. Cylinders do connect to prisms because the bases are identical, and we will be looking at right cylinders at this time. They will be at right angles. In other words, you won't have something that's slanted. If you think about a can of vegetables, you could, in theory, peel the label off the side of the can. This is the lateral area of the cylinder. Think of it as the paper label that's on the side of the can, where the distance around the circumference is the length, and the height, in this case, the label went the height of the can. So the lateral area of a cylinder is the circumference times the height. The circumference is pi times the diameter, or 2 pi r. A cone is similar to a pyramid because it comes to a point. The lateral area of a cone is 1/2 the circumference times the slant height, where L is the slant height. So since the circumference is 2 pi r, half of that would just be pi r. So pi r times the slant height will give you the lateral area of a cone. The total area of a cone or pyramid is the lateral area plus the base. In a sphere, there is no base. For a sphere, the formula is 4 pi r squared to find the total outside area of a sphere. To find the surface area of a cylinder, first we need to find the lateral area. To find the lateral area, we want the length times the height. The height's 7, that's easy enough. The length is the circumference, which is the diameter, times pi. So that means the lateral area is 8 times 7, or 56 pi. To find the total area, we need the lateral area plus the two bases. Each base is a circle, so that's the radius squared times pi. We just found the lateral area was 56 pi, and each base is the radius squared, so 4 squared is 16, times pi, which means 56 pi plus 32 pi is equal to 88 pi. Looking at surface area of cones, to find the lateral area of a cone, we want to start with the formula pi RL. So the lateral area is going to be the radius, 13, times the slant height, L, times pi, RL pi. So that's going to be 390 pi. To find the total surface area of a cone, we want to take the lateral area plus there's only one base, so that's 390 pi plus the radius squared, 390 plus 169 is 559 pi. The surface area of a sphere is found by 4 r squared pi. The radius is half the diameter. If the diameter is 4, That means the radius is 2. So the surface area of this sphere is 4 times 2 squared pi. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. This is 16 pi. When we look at compound or composite figures, I'm going to jump into an example where we have a cutout. Looking at this compound figure, we need to look at what exactly is being exposed, what's shown. So we have the lateral area of the large cylinder plus the lateral area of the small cylinder, because there's a punch out inside, it's an A, plus the two donuts or annuli. So the lateral area of any cylinder is going to be the circumference times the height. And then we have the circumference of the small guy times the height of the small guy. And then the donuts, or the annuli, are going to be the radius squared of the large circle minus the radius squared pi of the small circle. So the circumference is going to be the diameter times pi. I'm writing out my formula here because, as you can see, it can get a little bit complicated. And if you write down and organize your work very well, if by chance you do make a mistake, it'll be easy to quickly go back and see where that mistake occurred. So I strongly encourage you to write this out. If the radius of a large circle is 4, then the diameter is 8. The height is 10. Let's not forget the pi. If the radius of the small circle is 2, the diameter is 4. Height again is 10. Large circle radius is 4. Small circle radius is 2. So we have 80 pi plus 40 pi plus 2 times 16 pi minus 4 pi. That would be 2 times 12. And this is 120 pi. So then we have 144 pi inches squared.